Good afternoon. Fade of Black breaking news for this Monday, December 1st, 2025. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. I hope that everybody had a safe, fun, and amazing and incredible Thanksgiving Day weekend. I did. I spent it with friends out in Simi Valley, and it was just totally awesome. It was perfect. All right, and here we are officially into the holiday season. It is December. Today is December 1st. And yeah, one of the best times of the year, and it's freezing cold outside. All right, with that, we've got another great week coming up on Fade to Black, but let's get started with On This Day in History. 1959, 12 nations signed the Antarctica Treaty, which bans military activity and weapons testing on the continent. There you go. Here's your fader fact. In 1992, Philly police come face to face with a cardboard cutout of a gun-toting Denzel Washington. Cops used the experience as a training day. Yeah, there you go. Let's get to the breaking news. Crazy stuff going down. The city of Santa Monica has formally demanded that Waymo cease overnight operations at its two local autonomous vehicle charging facilities over noise complaints from residents. Since the facilities opened in 2024, neighbors have complained of constant noise and disruption from around the clock vehicle operations. That right, yeah. It includes backup alarms and other sounds that echo day and night as vehicles maneuver, charge, and trigger car alarms. Yeah, that would get on my nerves. Russia's successful launch of 3 new crew members to the International Space Station last Thursday resulted in damage to the country's only active launch pad for crewed space flights. Check this out. The service platform located in the flame trench collapsed during the Soyuz MS-28 launch with the Soyuz 2.1A rocket. Since 316 has been used since January 1961 and has supported more than 400 launches. A new photo shows an eerie UFO-like halo of red light hovering over Pisano, a tiny town in the foothills of the Italian Alps. The image is similar to another photo taken back in March 2023, which captured a near identical red ring that briefly appeared over the same village. Walter Benato captured both of the images, and the latest was taken on November 17th, and it appears to be slightly fainter than the one from 2.5 years ago. I've seen the images, and they're absolutely incredible. Yeah, totally unexplained. Scientists have detected what they believe to be lightning on Mars by eavesdropping on the whirling wind recorded by NASA's Perseverance rover. The crackling of electrical discharges was captured by a microphone, which, by the way, sits on top of the mast. The researchers documented 55 incidences of what they called mini lightning over 2 Martian years, primarily during dust storms and dust devils. Now, just inches in size, the electrical arcs occurred within 6 feet of the microphone on top of the rover's tall mast. It's pretty crazy. Mars is alive, by the way. The European Space Agency's long delayed Rosalind Franklin Mars rover will have NASA as a partner. The mission calls for the rover to be sent to Mars and drill up to 2 meters in search of underground ET life. The launch date is now slated for 2028. Mars is alive. A data center in Illinois owned by Cirrus One firm overheated last Thursday night that caused and halted futures and options trading early Friday for about 10 hours. Cirrus One runs dozens of data centers worldwide. It was bought for about $15 billion by KKR and Global Infrastructure Partners back in 2022. CME operates major exchanges like the New York Mercantile Exchange, the Chicago Board of Trade, and COMEX. This is a really big deal. If this happens at the New York Stock Exchange, life ends as we know it. All right, we've got a great week coming up on Fade to Black, and I want to remind everybody that tonight, Suzanne Ross joins us. We're going to be talking about love and portals. There you go. Fade to Black breaking news. That's all of the news that you need for this Monday, December 1st, 2025. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church, but for now, all I've got is Go Beckley Tappy.